Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Riha and I live in Saudi Arabia. Also, do watch the entire video without skipping and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Since last evening, Ayana is up with fever. So from morning she wasn't even listening. So I couldn't make rice and curry separately. So thought of making something easier and also which is lighter and even Ayana could have. So the best option I could make was khichdi. So here I've taken about 1 cup of basmati rice, to which I have added a quarter cup of tur dal. Also sometimes I add moong dal as well. But today I have added moong dal but only about 1 tablespoon. Usually I add a little more because adding moong dal will give creamier texture. So after adding all of this, I've soaked the rice and dal with hot water for at least half an hour. So here I've added about 1 tablespoon of moong dal. You can add green gram also. It will taste tastier, but because it is coolant in nature, I'm not adding more. Moong dal usually I add more, but since she has cough also, so I thought of adding just 1 tablespoon. Now for the khichdi, here I'm chopping onions. I've taken here 1 onion. I've also taken 1 tomato which I'm going to peel because it's easier to digest, since the tomatoes peel doesn't digest well. So you can keep it as it is, but here I'll peel. After peeling this, I'll chop all of these and keep everything ready for the khichdi. Once I'm done chopping onions and tomatoes, here I've placed the pressure cooker. Once the pressure cooker is nice and hot, to this I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of ghee. You can also use oil, but here I've used ghee. Once the ghee starts melting, here I'm adding 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Also, I'm going to add a pinch of ing, asafoetida. So this is completely optional. Also, while giving tadka in the end, I'm going to add ing. So at this point, it's completely optional, but I'll be adding because I'm using dal here. So once after adding all of this, I'm going to add the chopped onions and saute it for 1 or 2 minutes until the onions are soft. Once the onions are translucent, to this I'm going to add the chopped tomatoes and saute until they are soft. So while the tomatoes are cooking, I'm also going to add few spices here. Here I've added about a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, also 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, and about 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder. So you can always adjust the spice according to your taste. You can add more or less as per your choice. You can at this point you can also add 1 green chili. Because I'm making a very light and very less spiced khichdi, so I'll be making it mild. Here I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of kitchen king masala. Adding kitchen king masala will actually enhance the flavor of the khichdi and give that distinct flavor for the khichdi. So after adding all the spice, I'm going to add the soaked dal and rice and give it a nice mix. So I'm going to add salt as per taste, and then I'm going to add enough water so that the rice and dal is well cooked. Because I've taken about 1 cup of rice, here I've used 2.5 cup of water. Then I'll be adding more if required. So for the tadka, once the dal and rice is cooked, here I've used ghee, about 1 teaspoon of ghee for the tadka. Once the ghee melts, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. As the mustard seeds start spluttering, I'm going to add a pinch of ing asafoetida. Also, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder for the color. And I'm going to cut one dry red chili and cut them into 2 pieces, and I'm going to add to the tadka. After this, I'm going to add a few curry leaves and let this splatter. Now to this, I've added cooked dal and rice, and after adding, mix this well. Add water and adjust the consistency of the khichdi. And also at this point, you can check for the seasoning. If required, you can add more salt and adjust. So here I'm serving the plate of khichdi to Ayun. After adding khichdi to the plate, I've added a teaspoon of ghee. You can serve the khichdi along with pickle and papad, but we didn't have papad at home, so we just had with pickle. You need not want anything as a side dish for this khichdi. This is a standalone dish. It's that good. It's not pika. It's so good. You need to try this and let me know how did it turn out. So for me it's like दिल तो नहीं भरा लेकिन पेट भर गया. It's like that. पेट तो भरा लेकिन दिल नहीं भरा. It was that good. I liked it so much. I'm going to make this very often. Last time I had made with chicken also. That was also really good. So this time I made without chicken. So do try and let me know. How did you like it? How did you like it?
Because it is nice and the taste is good.
Yeah? Is this spicy?
No.
Perfect, right?
Yes.
In winters you want to eat something hot, but you're lazy to cook because you don't want to work. So this is one dish which you can make regularly. It's light on your stomach and easy to digest as well, and easy to make. So I had a very nice lunch. Then after that I took a nap, and then when I woke up it was already Maghrib. So when my husband came, he bought these two pastries from nearby store. Also, he had bought some vegetables and whatever grocery items I had asked him to get. Usually, I do not go. I ask him to get because it's more convenient. Because if we go along, then kids will start, buying all these a lot of sugar items, snacks, and also I avoid going. Also, I was checking the price here. He had bought even the nuggets so that I can fry this for Ion's tiffin because they can't take rice, all this curry and all. They're not supposed to take. They're supposed to take dry food. So I usually give him nuggets or rolls or something like that. So while checking, I realized that he had bought lots of potatoes. So this week, I'm going to make a lot of French fries, and also he had bought sweet potatoes. Usually, he never gets sweet potatoes, so this time he bought sweet potatoes. So I'm going to make bhajiyas also. So all the fried items he had bought so that I can fry because in winters you feel like having more of hot and pakodas and all along with the tea. So he had bought that. Also, I had asked him to get drumstick, so he had bought drumstick so that in winters no I usually make more of drumsticks because that helps you keep your body warm. So after keeping all the vegetables and the grocery items, I soaked some paya in hot water. Then I came to make the paya masala for paya soup. Here I've taken 3 green chilies. You can take more according to your preference. And now these green chilies are spicy, so I've taken 3. Also 4 to 5 cloves of garlic and 1 inch ginger, which I've cut into small, and then a handful of mint leaves. Also, I'm going to take few coriander leaves. Now to this I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Adding cumin seeds here is completely optional because I like the flavor of cumin seeds, so I'm adding here, and about approximately about 1 tablespoon of fennel seeds also I'm going to add. And at this point you can add turmeric powder, but I won't be adding to the mixer grinder because this is one tip which my mom always told, that never add turmeric to the mixer because it will stain the jar of the mixer grinder, the lid of the mixer grinder. So I don't want to stain my mixer grinder, so I never add turmeric to the mixer jar. So while cooking I add separately. Now while grinding I've added little water to make a fine paste. Once our paste is ready, I'm going to heat the pressure cooker. Meanwhile, I have kept all the whole spices ready. Here I've taken about 1 black cardamom and 1 tablespoon of peppercorns. Now you can take whatever spices, whole spices you like. So 1 bay leaves and also few green cardamoms here, 4 to 5 green cardamoms, and a few cloves I've taken, and 1 star anise. So whatever I had I've taken here. Also 1 small piece of cinnamon stick I've taken. Once the pressure cooker is hot, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of ghee. Here you can use oil as per your preference. You can use mustard oil as well, but I make with ghee. Once the ghee melts, here I'm adding all the whole spices. Then I'm going to add the sliced onion. For the soup, I usually slice the onion so that the gravy is thicker and I can add enough water. So after adding the onions, I'm going to saute it for a while, and then I'm going to add salt. While the onions are cooking, I'm also chopping some tomatoes. Here I've taken 2 tomatoes, but I used only 1.5 tomato. Once the onions are soft, here I'm adding chopped tomatoes. As I told that I've used only 1.5 chopped tomato. After adding tomatoes, I'm going to mix this well until the tomatoes are soft. And then meanwhile, I had washed the paya. I've cleaned the paya here. I had soaked in hot water, so all the hairs I've removed, and also the skin, black skin part I've removed. So I'm going to add the paya, and then I'm going to, roast this. Uh, we'll roast the paya for some time with the onions and tomato, and then I'm going to add the masala. First, I had added only 3 tablespoons of grinded masala. Then at the last, I had used all of them because it wasn't spicy enough. It's not too spicy also because I had added only 3 green chilies, so it wasn't that spicy. So after roasting it along with the masala also, then I have added turmeric powder. In case if you added turmeric powder to the masala while grinding, then do not add at this point because I had not added while grinding, so I'm adding it now, about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Then again I felt that the masala was less, so I have added at this point. If you in case you have made in the same quantity and if you're using only very little paya, then this quantity is perfect. So after roasting the paya, I've added here water. Add water as much as required to cook the paya. The lid and let this pressure cook. Here I've made 15 whistles. Even after checking after 15 whistles, it wasn't cooked because most of the time here the paya we get is the frozen one. So the paya took a longer time to cook. Then again I added some water and then pressure cooked it. Along with the paya soup, I'm making here Malabar special rice patir. For that, which I've taken here rice flour. See, I haven't used any measurement. I've added the amount of flour is required to make a patir for us. To this, I've added a little salt and I'll be adding water gradually and start kneading. So, for patir, you'll need a little more water than the chapati because the rice absorbs quickly the water, so you'll need a little more water. And also patir flour, you get it in Nesto or Lulu, but I get it from India. If anyone is coming from India, I ask them to get. That is why you can see that gum tape seal on my this thing rice flour packet. So once it starts combining, you can see here it's all combined. Do not make too runny or too hard dough. Let it be a soft one. So while making patir, you need not have to keep the dough to rest. You can immediately make the patir. So once I'm done kneading the dough, I'll start preparation. Now you can feel that my voice has changed. Yeah, last night I had recorded the previous given a previous voiceover, but now when I'm making this one, this is in the morning. I wanted to complete the entire voiceover, but I wasn't feeling that great. But morning when I woke up, my voice was completely gone. So after doing a salt water gargle, it's little better now. Now I have cleaned the countertop and I have here a gadget. You can say a gadget or instrument type. This is used to make patir. Now you get it. This you get it in Saudi also. I've seen in Lulu also, but this one is also from Lulu. But in India you get it anywhere. So now for the patir, here I've taken small dough and I've made a small balls. Now depending on the how big roti you want, the patir you want, you can make the dough. I mean balls. If you have any thin plastic, cut them into 2 round shapes. Now here I've placed the plastic. To this I'm going to sprinkle some oil so that the butter doesn't stick because
rice flour, no, it might stick. So I'll apply some oil and then keep the dough here, and again to the another plastic I've applied some oil. Now this also I'll place on top of it. Now we'll press little lightly and check. See, I do not make usually a big patir, I make small ones. So here patir is ready. Now we have to fry this. Now to this, while frying, I'm using a non-stick pan. You are supposed to make it in a non-stick pan and wipe it off once you're done. Now just put the patir on the hot tawa. Now let this cook from one side, then you can flip it around. Now what I've done is here, I think I have missed one clip, so you can see like this. I'll show you. Once you're done from one side, you need to flip it and cook it from the other side too. This is very simple, just like you're frying chapati. Similarly, once one side is cooked, you just have to flip the other side, then again let it cook from the other side too. Then you have to flip, and the dough flaps up. So this is how you make. Now here our soup is ready. I've added a little water and adjust the consistency of the soup. Now you can keep it as it is if you want to have it as a gravy. And look at the patir, it's so soft. Even if you have 4 to 5, you will feel as if you just had one. It's that light, and it's very soft, and it's very, you can feed your kids also. If the kids are around 1 year, you can feed them because it's that easy to chew. It's very soft. Now I'm transferring the soup into a bowl for the dinner. Now I haven't made any salad because I also had fever. Even I wasn't feeling well. So if we would have made, then surely Ayana would have, and I didn't want it to make her more sick. So the soup is actually good when you have fever or cold because paya is warm in nature. This will keep your body warm. So I have sprinkled some chopped coriander leaves and also placed a lemon. You can also squeeze the lemon just before having and sprinkle some pepper. That's all for today's video. If you like my video, please let me know on the comment section. Also, do not forget to subscribe. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.